Sabrina Carpenter has seemingly come out the blue to be one of the most talked about artists right now. Following her main stage performance at Coachella 2024, her success is being dubbed as an overnight sensation. However, real fans know that Sabrina's success has not been out the blue as everyone thinks. Today, we'll be taking a deep dive into the career of Sabrina Carpenter and how this overnight sensation has had an elaborate career spanning over a decade.
I went to animal communication school. Trust me, we like tight.
Sabrina grew up in East Greenville, Pennsylvania, and was the youngest sibling with her two older sisters. When she was just 10 years old, Sabrina was a top 3 finalist and youngest member of a Hannah Montana singing contest. During this time, she was also posting singing covers on YouTube from artists like Taylor Swift and Adele.
Realize you love yourself more than you could ever love me.
2 years after her Hannah Montana debut, at the age of 12, Sabrina signed her first record deal with Disney's music group, Hollywood Records. Before this record deal, Carpenter had appeared in small roles on TV. Her first role was on Law & Order SVU in 2011, along with fellow Disney star Peyton List.
He said people would test me to try to trick me into telling.
She was even cast in a voiceover for Phineas and Ferb in Season 3, Episode 57, called Ferb TV.
Momo? It's behind you!
Yeah, right there!
Right there, Ducky Momo!
It's right there! It's right there!
Sabrina starred in her first mainstream TV role as Maya Hart in Disney's Girl Meets World.
Ooh, I could use one of those. Give me that and I won't call you Ranger Rick all week.
Here you go.
Thanks, Ranger Boy.
During her 3 seasons shooting the show, Carpenter continued working on her music during weekends when she was not shooting. It was during this time in 2014 that Sabrina released her first single, Silver Nights, followed by her first album, Eyes Wide Open, which she released on April 14, 2015.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
Following her Disney days on Girl Meets World, Sabrina released her second album, Evolution. This album contained some of her earliest hit songs like Thumbs and On Purpose.
You're scared, I'm nervous, but I guess that we did it on purpose, on purpose.
The album was released on September 3rd, 2016, and she began her headlining tour across the US a week later. After the European leg of her tour was done in May of 2017, she decided she wasn't finished being on the road. Later that month, she joined the Vamps on tour in the UK as their opening act. She would go on to collaborate with the Vamps and Swedish DJ Mike Perry on another one of her early hit songs, Hands. At this point, Carpenter had been steadily growing her fan base and success, but had still not quite broken through into the mainstream. However, this was soon to change. In June of 2017, Sabrina opened for Ariana Grande in Brazil while on her Dangerous Woman tour. During this time, she began working on her third album, Singular. On October 22, 2018, she announced that she would release the album in 2 acts. Singular Act 1 was released on November 1st and it debuted at 103 on Billboard's Top 200.
So sorry for looking so pretty tonight. Wearing your favorite color under the lights.
Meanwhile, Singular Act 2 was released on July 19, 2019 and debuted at 138.
I'm not usually like this. I'm not usually like this. But I'm still in my bed.
Both these albums appeared on Billboard Top 200 alongside artists like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, and Billie Eilish. While Sabrina's music career continued to grow, Sabrina's acting career was not slowing down either. In 2018, she was cast as Haley in The Hate U Give, and in 2019 was in Netflix's Tall Girl. She later starred in the film Short History of a Long Road, a film that ended up winning the award for Best U.S. Narrative Film at the Tribeca Film Festival. It was perhaps Sabrina's multifaceted background in singing and acting that landed her the role of Katie Heron in Broadway production of Mean Girls alongside Renee Rapp. Throughout 2020, Sabrina continued to star in films such as Work It and Clouds, in which she also appeared on the soundtracks of. Following the expiration of her contract with Hollywood Records, Sabrina chose to sign with Island Records in 2021. Why make the switch to a new label? Many fans speculate that it had something to do with wanting to disassociate from her childhood Disney star reputation. Sabrina released her single Skin on January 22nd, which was her first song to appear on Billboard's Hot 100 chart, which was followed by her song Skinny Dipping. Throughout 2020, she starred in films such as Tall Girl 2 and Emergency. She released her first album with Island Records titled Emails I Can't Send on July 15, 2022, with a deluxe version to follow in 2023.
Sun's up too soon like daylight savings. Mixed emotions are congregating.
Songs like Feather from the album peaked at number 21 on Billboard's Hot 100 list, officially solidified her position as one of the biggest artists in the world. Following her tour for Emails I Can't Send, Sabrina landed a gig any artist could only dream of. Sabrina was announced as the opening act for Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour from August 2023 to March 2024. From her first YouTube covers of her singing Taylor Swift to opening for her on international stages, Sabrina had already come such a long way. This co-signing by Taylor Swift is widely considered one of the greatest factors that launched Sabrina into superstardom and on her way to becoming a household name. On January 26, 2024, it was revealed that Sabrina was going to be a headliner at Coachella. It was during this performance on April 12th that she first debuted Espresso, which has since peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 list.
Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so.
It would take Sabrina one more hit song to finally achieve number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, which she did with the release of Please 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 on June 6, 2024.
Please, 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 don't prove I'm right.
Since her first signing at age 12, and after 5 studio albums, she finally got her number 1 hit. So what's next for the rising pop star? Her next album, Short and Sweet, is scheduled to be released August 23rd. The album is sure to be a hit with her now massive fan base and collaboration with Jack Antonoff, who was produced for the likes of Taylor Swift, The 1975, Lana Del Rey, and many more. As you can see, Sabrina Carpenter's road to global stardom is much more than just an overnight success. She did not just come out of nowhere, and Emails I Can't Send was not her debut album, despite what many think. Whether it's her infectious stage presence or her insanely catchy songs, Sabrina's career up to this point is an example of how hard work and dedication pay off. Where her career is headed and how big she is going to get despite only standing at 4'11", no one knows, but it's safe to say she isn't slowing down anytime soon. What's good, y'all? Teddy here, and if you liked that video, comment which artist you want a next backstory of. I'll see you in the next video, and much love.